In this video, we're going to be reviewing Adalo versus Bildr. What is Adalo? Adalo is a platform where you can create a no-code app really quickly. It allows you to use templates, different components to build excellent looking apps. When we're looking at Bildr, what is Bildr? Bildr is a platform where you can create websites, different web apps. It has to do with all visual web development. You can even create micro SaaS and Chrome extensions as well. So there's a lot to it. Let's go through what Adalo looks like, and then we're going to go into Bildr and look at the studio. Once you sign up for a Adalo account, you're going to be able to create an app relatively fast. This is just an example that I started using a template very quickly. If I want to create a new template, a new app, I can start with deciding if it's going to be a native mobile app or a desktop web app. Click what I want. I can use a template. And once I use a template, I can go very quickly. I can get started. Once I pick the coaching app, right here is the demonstration. It already works out the workflow, works out the onboarding, all of those things, and I can start editing and being up and running with my app using a template very quickly. Let's look at the studio of Bildr. Now, keep in mind, if we're looking at the benefits of Bildr, Bildr is meant to do a lot of different things. I would compare Bildr closer to something like Bubble or even AppGyver, where it's meant you can do a vast amount. So the structure of what it's going to allow you to do or the onboarding is going to be a little bit different. Adalo, again, very quick. Everything gets started. Let's go with creating a new project. I'm going to say beta project for Bildr. I'm going to let them know my region. And right here, it's going to be spinning up. It's going to get my project ready. Before you go into Bildr, what I want you to do also is it's important for you to think about your ideas, what you want this to be, because when you're in Bildr, it's not going to be laid out in such a structured way like Adalo. We're in. This allows us to get started, and we are presented with an onboarding prompt of what we're going to be needing to get started with Bildr. We can go through this where it's first showing us about the canvas and pages. And this now allows us to know a little bit more. You can create pages, you have types of pages, and also it's important to know that there's going to be different components. If you're not used to creating certain websites or different apps where you're going to need to know about like root pages and then moving off of, it's structured in it's structured in a way similar to a website, right? So you have like blogs and then other pages attached. Right here it's saying root pages have URL routes set up like about, community, all those things. App pages are open inside each root pages. It's just letting you know how it's organized, but it's very similar, just like if you're familiar with creating a website. Then it's going to be going into the elements and blocks of what's going to be happening with this component. And again, this is meant for drag and drop, all of those things for you to be able to get started. From the elements and blocks, then you can go into the flows and actions. This allows you, again, to be more familiar with this and to get started, but after you're having the layers. So almost like baking a cake or something, there's a foundation. As you can tell, I don't cook, but no, there's a foundation, and then you're going to be going from there. Then the structure, if you're going to be using data or different APIs, more advanced things, there you have it. And then the styling in CSS, finishing touches, what you're going to be doing, all of those things. Now, the next part at the bottom, it says, what can you build with Bildr? This now allows you to have the scope because there are so many different things you can be doing with Bildr. It's important that what I would do is I would write down exactly how you're trying to use it. Websites, web apps, SaaS products, marketplaces, Chrome extensions. I should know what I'm doing so I can have a clear direction as I'm getting started. Okay, and then I can go back to the lessons list if I want later on. Here, I am now taken to my workspace. And I can say new workspace. I'll go into workspace 1. Okay. And then right here, I can get started with the basics, or I can do a landing page, a SaaS marketplace homepage. So this allows me to have more components, like I'm starting a website. Now, once I put that down, now I'm taken to the fundamentals of what I just added. Now, keep in mind, if you just looked at it, there's that giant canvas that I had. So it was a little bit it can be overwhelming. It was overwhelming to me, but just realize when I brought it onto the canvas, now that's not just a website. It's an entire workspace. I can do more things than just be on that website right here. See, so I have all of this space right here. Let's see, I think I can zoom out a little bit. All right, I can have all of these components right here. Also, too, if you look at it, I can now go to the pages, elements, blocks, patterns. I have those things right here. Now, to make sure that I now know what to do, if I click on this landing page type, now it's going to be given this type of editor right here. I can, on the left-hand side, I have my elements and flow that has to do with this landing page. And I can see right here, what is it? It's my landing page with waitlist. And then on the other side, the containers, it allows me to do more regarding the styling and other things to do with the landing page that I just made. Now, let's go through the left-hand side. This is all the different components that I can be using. So again, I can have the data collection here. I have the end users here. Then I have media library, fonts, style classes, all of those things to move quicker in my process right here with the page. So again, this is just an overview of Adalo versus Bildr. There is a lot with Bildr, and we're going to be doing a beginner's guide or beginner's video to get started, but I just wanted to show you the clear differences of Adalo and Bildr. Adalo, I'm already doing something that is very structured. I already know my capabilities, per se. Bildr, it's a wide ocean. You can be building micro SaaSes, which is a software as a service. You can be building a website, web apps, all of those things. There is a lot to this. So this is going to be closer to something like Bubble, where I can have a lot of different things, but the learning curve is going to be a lot higher because there are so many moving parts and components of it. Let me know, what are you trying to create? What are you trying to do with your idea, with your business? And that allows you to pick the right kind of tool for you, for what you're trying to accomplish. Also, there's a video that we have where we go through how you can pick the right kind of no-code tool for you, for what you're trying to do. I really like where Bildr is going, and they're very responsive of what the community is wanting and then moving towards there. What I would like to see is, just like I saw on the onboarding, where it was saying, hey, if you want to create a micro SaaS marketplace, all of those things, I wish there was a section where I can clearly say, hey, I want to create a marketplace. I click it, and then that's the template. It already has everything compiled. Has the landing page, has the structure of the marketplace for me, and I'm ready to go. The users can sign in. Maybe that's wishful thinking, and perhaps maybe in the future, but I think this platform has a lot of potential if it already had the type of templates found in Adalo already set up in Bildr to get started and to move rapidly. I'll see you in the next video.